Welcome to Red Carpet Recap, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on celebrity stories and high-profile trials. Today, we're taking a close look at the ongoing federal trial involving Sean Diddy Combs. We'll walk you through the key details, witness testimonies, and the courtroom drama, all explained clearly and respectfully. Sean Combs is a famous music mogul and entrepreneur. He was arrested in September 2024. Federal prosecutors allege that Combs led a coordinated criminal enterprise. This enterprise allegedly involved forcing or coercing individuals to attend long gatherings with paid participants, often under conditions they did not freely consent to. The charges are very serious, and if Combs is convicted, he could face decades in prison or even life sentences. The trial jury was selected starting May 5, 2025. Witness testimony began a week later. Two of the most notable witnesses so far have been Cassie Ventura, a well-known R&B singer who was in a relationship with Combs for over a decade, and another woman identified only as Jane, who dated Combs more recently until his arrest. Both women have provided detailed accounts describing patterns of emotional pressure, control, and manipulation. Cassie Ventura's testimony was emotional and detailed. She recalled a 2016 incident in a hotel room during which Combs physically assaulted her. This incident was captured on video and played in court. Following the incident, Combs issued a public apology. Cassie also described attending gatherings organized by Combs that she found upsetting and where she felt pressured to participate. Her testimony contributed to a civil settlement in November 2023 when Combs agreed to pay her $20 million. This civil case helped initiate the current federal investigation. The second key witness, Jane, shared her experiences from her relationship with Combs starting in 2021 up to his arrest in 2024. Jane described how the relationship began warmly, with affection and support, but gradually changed. She testified that she was pressured into attending extended gatherings involving paid participants, sometimes feeling she had no choice. Combs provided financial support, including paying $10,000 a month in rent for her apartment, but she felt trapped and obligated to comply to maintain her housing and safety. One of the most impactful parts of Jane's testimony was her description of a violent incident in June 2024. She said Combs entered her home and became physically aggressive, striking and pushing her before insisting she attend a gathering later that day. She said Combs administered medication to help her manage her emotions during the gathering. Jane recounted a chilling moment when Combs asked aloud, "Is this coercion?" A phrase that startled everyone in the courtroom because it appeared he was aware of the nature of his actions. Jane also discussed emotional and financial manipulation. She said Combs controlled many aspects of her life, including where she lived and how she spent her time. He gave her gifts and financial support, which she felt obligated to accept even when she was uncomfortable. Text message exchanges shown in court revealed Jane expressing feelings of shame, confusion, and entrapment. Other witnesses have supported these claims by describing a broader pattern of control and intimidation. Several former staff members described how Combs' team enforced strict confidentiality agreements, threatened employees to maintain silence, and worked to influence public opinion. One witness said they feared for their safety during the trial preparations. These testimonies paint a picture of an effort to conceal the true nature of the gatherings and Combs' role. Combs' legal team has strongly denied all allegations. They argue that every relationship and interaction described was fully consensual. They have challenged the credibility of the witnesses and highlighted inconsistencies in their stories. The defense filed motions asking the judge to exclude certain testimonies and question the conduct of prosecutors during the investigation. Judge Arun Subramanian has been very active in managing courtroom behavior. He has warned Combs multiple times about maintaining professionalism and avoiding any gestures or behavior that might influence the jury. The judge's firm approach seeks to ensure a fair trial free from outside influence or distractions. The prosecution argues the case is about emotional coercion and control over time, not just physical force. They say the long-term manipulation of these women's choices through financial support, isolation, and psychological pressure qualifies as coercion under the law. The defense maintains that the witnesses made free and voluntary decisions, emphasizing consent and mutual respect in all interactions. Jane recently completed her testimony. The defense is currently cross-examining her, focusing on trying to show alternative interpretations and highlight discrepancies. They are carefully questioning timelines and seeking to undermine her credibility. Prosecutors expect to finish presenting their case in the coming weeks. Closing arguments could begin as early as July, after which the jury will begin deliberations. If Combs is found guilty on the charges, he faces severe prison time and the end of his public career, as many sponsors and partners have already distanced themselves. His music has been removed from prominent streaming playlists, and awards and honors once given to him have been revoked. The trial continues to attract intense media attention. It raises important questions about power dynamics, consent, and the responsibility of public figures. As this case unfolds, it will likely have lasting impacts on how such allegations are handled in the entertainment industry and beyond. This trial also highlights the challenges faced by those in the public eye when serious allegations arise. It reminds us of the importance of thorough investigation and fair judicial processes to ensure justice is served for all parties involved. In the broader context, this trial comes at a time when many industries, including entertainment, sports, and business, are re-examining how power and influence can sometimes lead to abuse or exploitation. The case serves as a reminder that no individual, regardless of their fame or wealth, is above the law. Many advocacy groups have voiced support for the women testifying in the case, emphasizing the importance of believing survivors and ensuring their voices are heard. At the same time, legal experts emphasize the importance of due process and the presumption of innocence until proven guilty. Throughout the trial, social media has been abuzz with reactions from fans, critics, and commentators. Some have expressed shock and disappointment, while others caution against rushing to judgment before all facts are presented. The case has sparked conversations about accountability, celebrity culture, and the legal system. There have also been discussions about the role of the media in covering such high-profile cases. Some argue that intense media scrutiny can influence public perception and potentially affect jury impartiality. Judges often have to carefully manage these factors to preserve a fair trial. In addition to the criminal trial, Combs faces potential civil lawsuits from other individuals who claim harm or mistreatment. These civil cases could continue even after the criminal trial concludes, adding further legal complexity. As the case proceeds, more details may emerge about the inner workings of the alleged gatherings, the relationships involved, and the ways power was exercised. Both prosecution and defense will present evidence, expert testimony, and witness statements to support their arguments. This trial may take several more months to complete. Legal analysts will be watching closely for how evidence is evaluated and how the jury responds. The verdict will have significant consequences for Sean Combs personally and professionally. To summarize, Cassie and Jane's testimonies describe a disturbing pattern of pressure, manipulation, and control. The defense team argues for consent and mutual participation, and the jury's decision will hinge on how convincing each side's arguments are. What are your thoughts? Do you believe the evidence shows coercion, or do you think consent was always present? Please share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with all the latest celebrity news and trial updates, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Red Carpet Recap. Your support helps us bring you more great content. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support, and we'll keep you informed as this story continues to develop. Stay tuned for more detailed recaps and behind-the-scenes insights right here on Red Carpet Recap.